And, yeah, man. It's one of those kind of things, you know, that our people have done great things.
Yes.
And we have to continue.
We just have to continue. And we're just remembering our greatness in the world of economics. We're remembering it.
And you think about Madam C.J. Walker, the first black millionaire.
You know.
Because, you know, the one thing I found about white people is that they will basically leave you alone as long as you don't need nothing from them.
Exactly.
And so if you could build, you build a strong company, like say in network marketing, and stash your cash and whatnot, and then you start building a company that does something that you wanted to do.
Right.
Like, but it all makes sense if you.
Exactly.
I like to write out. There are like a lot of homeless kids. I would just say kids in the system.
Right.
And senior citizens who broke, trying to live on $685 a month.
Right.
Okay. So I was thinking, I said, well, you know, as I'm getting the money, I'm gonna buy houses, get older people, a couple or whatnot, to become foster parents.
Okay.
Take the kids in and give them a good life.
Right.
Pay the mortgage, so I still own the house, so it's gonna be a good investment.
Right.
And then pay the parents, pay the seniors enough to make it, you know, like, so they ain't struggling.
Right, profitable for them.
Yeah.
You know, or comfortable for them. You know,
and then now that's a service. You can have those houses
all over the world.
That's
exactly.
Right. But it's just a whole nother cut on.
I call it it's interesting in how we can just run the Booker T playback. To me, he's very charismatic to be able to get that funding for his idea. And I'm like, hey, he got these from the other people of other races, and they were still lynching us and having all these other issues, but that did not impact him and his deal. Right. And that's just the focus that, those are the people that I think
Marcus
about.
Garvey did the same thing when he got everybody to buy those shares to the stock. That's how he was able to get those shipping lines.
You know what people don't realize? Garvey had over 2 million followers.
Yes. It was getting them to pay that money, though. That was the main thing.
Black organization to this day.
That's right.
The biggest.
He picked America, to recognize where the strength was going to be.
Yeah.
So we just have to run the playback.
Yeah, just run the playback. That's just what I think about. Like, so even when I think about you, your books, I feel yearn and thirst to say, how can I move 2 million of them? Just, you know what I'm saying?
For the sake of doing it.
For the sake of doing it, but because I'm saying they work, they help, and of course I desire to move this type of volume. Like my goal is to connect with 1 billion people.
Yeah.
That I'm able to actually give you a greater use value than the cash value that is required in this deal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And just putting myself, in that mind state. But I've been learning this. It's really creation.
Well,
you really created yourself.
What's funny is when you create now with the network marketing company. While I was in Las Vegas, I met with them about them selling the book through the company network.
Right.
Now that the CD is doing so well, let me see it. That's what I'm like. Hey, Bonita. I'm doing fine. How you doing?